Yemo bibia akwaba yegusua obronya nimu ya kikako nana achempin Juntuah nana ya achempin Juntuah presidential staffer na mami di nsimbi aba montin so what you say wa clash with NPP former deputy health minister Dr. Okoe Boye of Lezekuku constituency what you say na unim ha ogure ni masekama edi amano isanse unim se mami wedi onu hia 1-on-1 no TV so a ida se obegu animase anasa wankasa abe confess na nina efa enne the economic system ama enam so a ama Ghana for sisi obi aka na no tom nanka adubro nya bresi we see awrade ewo ebedin adidi o awrade akatua yo awrade we yo a whole lot of complaints enanka ibenya but enne nyame adawroma entino obi agina ne nan so nyame adawroma entino obia niema ekoyi nkakra yenti nsema na ya chempim o clash with Dr. Okoe Boye of Lezekuku constituency odi to edwa ewo obi asempa kusi sendwumadie no eso nyankopon hira na wonka ho na onye wakoma so ade emfa emma before say afi ebekọ na wi kira wadwen e comment section obra conversation ekoso
Asempa FM. Okay. Hey, no there. Presidential staffer guy. Ain't it? Ekosi say any higher Asempa FM. Nana ya champion Juntuah atinase. Sir, and take away the facts say a bad law.
Them Assempa just a parliament approved that time. Then NPP fought. You, I didn't come from money. PD, no.
Yes.
Yeah, she say PD.
Yes.
Na UP for no.
Yes.
No more parliament. And no more PD.
Now, say a bit more no more supported, but majority carried the vote.
The Senate here be a
CPP money control.
I say near contra. And yanka or the beba. Near man no more ye kunkum nipa ukroma to etio bodam for ye near mapasasa.
In the PD and they are the papa.
Yes, it was just to bring some calm. Mese na misano me papa is CPP ni. No e Kwame Nkrumah minister. So ka se PDA ni be kan krofo am papa say e be kan.
They be kan.
Yes. E be kan.
And I kasa say dey o kasa.
I make kasa dem make kasa because to say e principle. What did they make it? O ma mi sure say me come. So one person me ba medru ha. Ma mi twema ko yi. What did they make it?
Yes.
PDA na wo kan. It was to deal with a certain situation at the time. There was unrest. There was a lot of unrest. So ultimately, you before no at the time. Eye niema bebra na enye. Unim se Kwame Nkrumah kra kwaji loan. Se ene emwa kaka ne Ghana sika so osi akosombo da mom so omompene. History wo ho. History no lie. Inti no mo 10 ni penny. Omo ye basabase kunkum nipa, so they needed to put something in place ebe prevent sa basabasa.
Say upon mere suspicion yet me pick.
Mere suspicion. I don't JB dan kwa say say mere suspicion. Na
na dey.
Mere suspicion ne dey hin. Dey any mere two fis wan ye hwe kra.
Oh yeah dey.
That will be me. You see, he was part of a certain clique of people.
Okay.
No more Nkrumah.
No person more frustrating.
Yes, frustrating Ghana. Maybe I should say Kwame Nkrumah or no say Kwame Nkrumah never dies. Wow.
I won't tell you that. How could I say?
Maybe so say wow ana.
Sisi ade say wow.
Me pese me say wow.
Yes.
Say wow so ene da be.
Shehakaka.
Ene ye.
Shehakaka.
What for me can dey dey ocheche.
18 December.
19 what?
9 and the 2025.
19 I'm the 19.
Who say now on pay na na.
One wo da be.
JB Dankwa.
Na me say me call by. And then I may be Uncle Farmer.
That will be jail.
Na ya minua. What who say na Martin pe buo so 5 hours.
Say now organs now breaking down.
What you say 5 hours. What is that the Martin came? Into be ye be lock up be a lock up especially me or ba. What did they make on? And me person make us this is not the time. Emre no so am obi abeti mu nsem.
No na doc
Tell me Tina.
Because any be Otiasian can JB Dankwa be.
I Kwame Nkrumah so birthday yedi. Said your yeah papa didn't yedi Kwame Nkrumah birthday na generations after generation Kwame Nkrumah birthday ni yedi. Near Fra Kwame Nkrumah a man of the millennium. Near Fra JB Dankwa sa. Because Obia you see precedents any antecedents. Dear it never lies. Kwame Nkrumah so saw them at a time.
Exalting the virtues of one man doesn't undermine the other. That's what we have to know.
As some person me say, mini baby I would free ba.
Oh.
I know this is Excellency Mahama Beshim. So what your friend is saying a goodwill dear or aban papa ba and so kroma. Nkrofo ni agi no mu nyina ye sweet.
Krobe na okay.
Gane. Christmasy. Ama baby ya de. What am I say? Because about papa, but president papa, president our papa. No, only papa uncle goodwill. Nanado by no goodwill.
Nanado nya goodwill.
I was hinifa.
Nanado 2017.
Was it 2017? A dear goodwill. The goodwill it me when you humza. Goodwill bang. Come on, mean to about me and the goodwill bang. Tell what me nya goodwill man it me yira. Assembly baby a Daniel Fanto. What am I say? President Papa ba. Kwame Nkrumah no ye president Papa. Debi am say JB Dankwa de be no ye. JB Dankwa. Won kan krofo no kwa ka che British for ne say independence at a later time. Kwame Nkrumah say now. Minua Toko South Africa na be hu say a long time in bondage. Etimi sese nipa. Oba so ye papa kra untimi nya papa. Yenya no mo call aye pay dru home the black Africans here.
Nkofo so South Africa ba mo say Nkrumah pre ne hododo ma abrofo ne contem.
Wana kaza.
Unti sa manfo.
Because omo ni nipa omo call omo ne nam convention center ani kurom. Omo konom ni before ne nkasa. Enko weto ni ade ne hu the psychological trauma they have been through. Obi obeka se bi onye true African. Ghana hanya nkofo tu kwan o mpese o mo ba fi. Okwa brechi America Canada me metu kwan o.
Wo de watu kwan.
Yes, ubisa. Obi obekwa akoto ni bi ma fi Ghana o. Obi timi free Ghana ha say with an illusion say abroche ho ye kama. Okodi busu mienu pe uhia no wo ho a wo say sister mpese mba fi. Ti Ghana nye danko obeka so obeba fi. Obi as see etimi edro de ye wo.
Yes.
Otimase ni yede no kura to ba bi eto. Kwame Nkrumah nya obi ebetimi atoto na se o. Ti se NPP for no so ahu. Oka wo mo ho Kwame Nkrumah for no so ahu. Kwame Nkrumah se wanya hwekro ma ye freedom. Sa freedom no na ma na UP for mutimi aye yi amoso de abedi ade. Ne se mukura se ne musi be bu Ghana. Ne se ne musi be ye Ghana ne se mutimi ka se mu ye JB Dankwa asefo a. Na nya ahomete.
For the son of Ghana.
O ti ase.
Not been celebrated.
Send them
That's why we akofo.
Na me offer do a mixed breed o.
Na so no so ye JB Dankwa ase ni.
They dey no ye JB Dankwa ase.
Na Dankwa dombo buzia
o mpacho ono ofri krom ho.
Na se nye kura ofri.
Me bese wo se me pese me bisa wo se. Me pese me bisa se wono na busua wen.
Eye hwan na okay.
Me wo fa je kofo. Me si na busua wen.
Onye part of Dankwa dombo.
Me se asefo ye dayi. Na me wo fa obai wono oni obi aye adwuma o. JB Dankwa asefo mba omni obi ye adwuma. Me wo fa obi a ne ye adwuma.
But send the party NPP.
And your party assembly make me see as from generation to generation. Thou shall see their worth. What did they make you? Into the biobia per se or the Kwame Nkrumah. It is your Kwame Nkrumah so. And foul. The obey beer you cannot compare the two. Or surgery for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is or surgery for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Nothing can change it. Or my
but the two lights can shine at the same time.
Which lights?
You don't need to dim one for the other.
Kwame Nkrumah and dim will be a light. We are
no, they can't. Someone why is that? Oh, more JB Abaso.
JB Ben.
JB Dankwa assembly yeke.
No, no, no. Me Kwame Nkrumah na nim no.
Unim JB.
Debi wonu ho JB Dankwa de hin adu ana.
Dabi ye kan. JB Dankwa political watchers be friend the doyen of Ghanaian politics.
One kind Watchers and if I know Mujina, the Kwame Nkrumah idea, or no, you doing and then the Kwame Nkrumah day.
Kwame Nkrumah is the first president.
Master, yeah, first president keke. Ono na G independence magano Gina se bema.
Yeah, but that has not been in doubt.
That is what I'm saying. So how can you say so be a doyen of a when Nipana or G you or hono? I mean, Obi Antimi Kwame Nkrumah, he was a man of the millennium. Yeah, the man. Mrs. So free Chrome Hannes who took an alcohol beer, Oka so free Ghana, they mix it up with Ghana and Guyana. The moment I be correct him, Mama catch us a Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. Say, near when you be a 2 a say Obika say or drop Kwame Nkrumah no on PCP away a trophy. It is out one answer of the Kwame Nkrumah. Now, Becky can say, we find who say the JB Dankwan and one just as somehow can in free.
Some Okoe Boye can say. Kwame Nkrumah
on the philosophy in the walker.
That Kwame Nkrumah was a good man, but
a good man as some castle be a no Kwame Nkrumah jira brano. Which
someone to me as a one ye be not any so at least or ye who be who are there no any. They be amudi JB Dankwa dear no JB Dankwa so dear Ben or ye didn't go to Kwame Nkrumah betting your kukru JB Dankwa akotum. Mummy soon get then or ye. Says a Kwame Nkrumah nipa bone for say obetimi di JB Dankwa akotum. Kwame Nkrumah yare kra na ese epese de ne bagana. O man pene ame amfa na ama. Ene ye hwan mo no.
Enye o man no more power no UP for no. Otima say, nti o mo mienu no hwan ne ha adwen.
Ene man ni wu akwantu.
That is the point why yes man twentwen. Aka akwantu om woni padua mu asa ewo wuwom. Oti dem make no. Inti Kwame Nkrumah de ye boni di esi ye boni ye because Ghana ye entreat ni ye. And wono na ame enye freedom. Menua se wo tada me ka kire se wo ki kurampo wo yira no na hyede ma wo nim se ni esitie. Can you imagine see anyi independence tank ene ye kuroi obi na di yeso. Ye be kon sen. Ye obi akaye kakra bi. Ye kakra bi e betimi ama ye kuroi akonanim. Abrofo kro mo ba ye de o mo ba mission wa ha o mpese o mbeko French woman bi e de ne ba ambassador o so ope be ma aware no atena ha
no be catch us up
obi wura fi o be kan social media wanti o so onya be ma aware o be naturalize no atena ha
krom ha ne de
na nkrofo ye post nkrofo ba ha ne de o mo kwa na o musu. Into one to me can't say Kwame Nkrumah laid a good foundation for this nation. Son will be His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Warrior. So much Kwame Nkrumah be on online when no what you say? Ni papa Nkrumah ne nam and
the papa a minister and
yes, ne papa on papa and ne juma. What you say? We minister and Nkrumah, Miss papa a minister and Nkrumah. Intino a quan now born and none what they call. Kwame Nkrumah be biu twen nyuma wo ye se ne menim se Ghana betimi aye de sei imre bi unam Nkrumah na aye mhihyew enne Ghana aye de papa obi
na nkofo bu afu
hwanu no de bu afu me
so bi o ho
enye ono na ogira ha se we His Excellency Mahama wo goodwill na goodwill enye ne nsempa ne nam hwan na wo goodwill a Ghana for mpenasem obi hwe something is happening. Unsanka by this time ka traffic okuru.
Yes.
And the traffic no so ati.
This is scanning.
Enye scanning nkofo etimi atukwan ya kofie. Ya te petrol so. Obi de be na osre.
And go fa ko mukrom.
Omukrom kofie ne abusuafo ko di bronya. Woman park one car.
Observation.
Yes.
Very interesting observation.
Obi, I'm telling you. Ya ti petrol so na mu uhwe enka ne ya ti petrol so. Into wo car kra wa park petrol board almost 90 cedis a gallon 100. Wa park. Also dwene ho se me kwa akofa VIP emu odin. But en the petrol eso ate. Ti me to bia me di gumu a me
ko. Go
drive ko dia busuafo nkola egu ka echi wo yire te front. Family makwa akodi wetu maame o papa na maba
nti enye sika na eni krom
enye sika na eni krom
amanfo ntimi metwa
da bi na self na se ene traffic okrom around this time so wo come akola nipa and obi aye no shopping starting tem
this year
the and na mka cho obehwe around your friend say 10 11 12 for baby no na ekroma ye din starting end of November. And ne kroma yi boko amanfo ko fie wo ma break wo mu ko fie omo me businessman do omo shop eja omo store boys omo ko fie because omo timi atop petrol His Excellency Mahama aba oti ase ahoto aba man ye timi ko fie ne ye maame no ko di bronya ye ba be cancer ma si JB dan kwa na Kwame Nkrumah ase na afefe ene Ghana ye didi
ho in John Mahama
yes
na mo man ni ma ye
kama the Ghana for any agio.
New man in Abuaya for
God, Miss Adam Moka Chem said, Docono 5 cities then there. A Rabano Cracker Chem says, sister, your son, your bought 3 crown a train, Nasa.
I'm about 3 cities.
Yes.
I will Laboni.
And your Laboni, some catchers
also got all
Laboni, the end they said, damn me baha, you see, me Besime Bonidi, or said Docono 5 cities, no. Was they say, no, Doctor Triami, Intino. Was a mentombo, but then they me diffili.
But I don't know we could
Mini one buffy me diffili docorono. What I say? Maybe you can't meet me nanti. 5 cities, my main.
The end by president or Jubilee House and now what too quiet.
Too quiet,
and no more baby. And odi maybe okay Okoe no da be
no obey Jamaica for a united home simply. The point is that His Excellency Mahama is working a humane president, a good president, a nice president. What I say any year Juma say who feel say no papa bi na a year Juma oh president bi okura ntimi nkonanim. What I say we dey odu ba bi kura won chie nipa His Excellency do who kura se wo ba itimi ka Excellency ba gina nche was don't do that. Let the person go no abetwam. What I say wo ye president a wo dwini nipa ho wo do nipa wo ye humble
slim say jata gonja ni this
e dia sem na akeken si asa abone hene kura wo Euro ballad awurade na efe dodo Christ me na me ya de nkam kohwe bi
nka ko Nigeria
because you net use for ne tariffs ni internet say ye engagement ni ade anka me ko bi oti ase say hwehwe EU for Ghana for ye bonsem a ye mobi ma His Excellency Mahama ye bompa ya ye mompa ye no won tena so nya adwuma pa hwe se Okoe was ministers kura ahead of time o ma to aba se ye mpepre ye nye bibia ye pese obedi yeso EU ti ato abon block so on ye pe no bo bi da bi no prayer so on be ko EU ye de Okoe was na compensate wo mo eno mo fa ne sa we de ne time nsun yo ye say 2027 ye twa what be the class prefect unya nuru classes yes so ya reserve classes class captain ama wo bi da they just a class captain papa bi class captain
so we almost 2027 a rotational into bedroom West Africa so
and oma vote and some na making so ma vote ya to oma nkoka si enfa nkoma nipa foforo ya nkoka si enfa ma fori ya nkoka si enfa ma obia ye si en West Africa John Dramani Mahama
slim say
yes emphasis on Dramani meaning so you srimba or ye sreba dia sam na moken o de Ghana yie ama say Ghana aye kama Ghana for ma anye mistake kura
na ya yate ya se papa
o da se makasa wi
President John Mahama etiewa na ni beje say
mama de say we need to His Excellency there am ne na eko
no ya we brutal
no brutal o mo bi afre mi brutal Okoe Boye say anya do aba besia
we say Obi, good evening. Please tell Nanaya to stop mocking the Ghanaian people. All she is saying about the prices are the opposite. Ask her, how much is a bus fare from Accra to Kumasi when the fuel was high? And how much is it now? Sadat, it was Sabon Zongo. And no one crying here.
Sadat, we are sure Sabon Zongo now.
Sabon Zongo.
I know what dear. I know Jenny Moha.
That will tie the messages.
Okay.
We say, one of the dangerous people in this world are people who surround presidents and are beneficiaries of the national wealth. the most interesting thing is that this president knows them all. Tell Nanaya a word to a wise is.
Oh, there's some okay, Obi.
I will say, as a more mobile or man penny for Mon Cano Crane.
Me cano crepa, some honest and meka. This will be a me an idea, me come at you.
Cano or air or catch reno. Say, who be a queen?
I be a koya, me bahaka, because I make a baby koya meka. The mimi feel is a sen and my coca dasem. What's the massy?
Was it Okada no I legalized Nanye?
They make us illegal, but it's almost mine, and now no pay me
Okada riders.
Yes, some riders, and they say, Grammy will be a betis menim. Now, Miss me pentem. To where one year careful, Pel de abono. How could the Jan should be across a red light? I mean, they need training. If this law is going to work, we have to train and counsel them. Wafa passenger which one share helmet. And this one, it's a police phone should do a lot of work.
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now so Obi can be Matthias.
Obi, good evening. Is Nanaya living in the same Ghana as all of us? On the question simpler or diaba and no jomo pokwase festus ne dia or dia breye and no. Obi say Ghana high way and no amu bi na won so
wuti. Anye no bi na mtina memeti.
Well, say picture we be painting and dia say high.
My dear, me no high na New York high.
As high Paris.
High see New York. New York na mdo be compare Ghana. New York omo mo hokro omo hyehye wo mo. O te dem chen. Ba cho abroche nche da nya abrochire o.
Enye hu sa.
Mama example.
Uti pumpuma wo bi.
Na me nka man kwotena abroche odi ma abrochire amako.
Ebi ya na ye ko bi nkwan.
Please. The point is that me nka no correct me enfa politics asem ma me ye asem no da hwa ne aka.
Very well.
Dia ye na ye.
Ma min tie Dr. Bernard Okoe Boye.
Oni hwe ka wo be start asem asi JB danko. Ni nya abotre ma hwa me ba wo se ma me na ma ba no.
Doc, what your understanding of
na me na baby aso nkrofo obom ni din o se na na ya ni Okoe Boye.
Your understanding of bronya anyhow anioma eko na ya a diagnosing problem no o say fuel bo aba from the man for to kwan akọ.
Obi, first of all, mistakes are a country like the United States. Trump,
yes,
a winnie, a back.
Sure.
Trump is a returning like John Dramani
yes.
Mama. But on one casano, our certain beliefs or Jin would do when you may be moved. Ain't Ninsaka about one of a president. Now, Dream Yan say, Sanya man or Kikana Ama Sebi Yayano president. Say one lose the first time and Ansembri. But he won because not Sebio, not in electricity across through America. Almost all talk because you are price of X across through groceries across through. Enti no mumpe Biden. And no comfort to Trump. Trump buy no. Trump Nigerian say, sir, the also be chim crofon in man internet to man. And they say, Obia onye basa kra sebio onuso aba America all worship plates e restaurant. Na America for nyen did omundidi no okwa na wache no. E na go to sell. Ama few elections are omo holding America no. Almost Obia Republican bia no either say or Luzana or conform.
And the midterm elections may prove really difficult for them.
Obi, with all due respect to President John Dramani Mahama, and you know I won't fenty and I got for me to Ababa.
Yes.
Of course, Pacho withdraw that statement.
I
did the attempt, so I can say you are home faint.
Now, some okay,
Obi woman can say more efe. So catch up and you must say you are home faint. Baby,
or started with all due respect.
Baby, Pacho, Obi and Casa, my name, Sassam and Cancheni Pabia. O cancel be no. Debbie,
understand, sir. People are not here to say what you want.
Debbie, what happened? You must say, and you're who faint.
Now, wouldn't be your castle.
Debbie, no back answer so do the preamble crying. Debbie, so be there now. Me no catch him saying, you're my whole faint. I mean, no,
so on common Nancy.
Debbie, but in this one, Cassam. Once a son will apologize, obey me, I cannot say, that's all the back saying, and you're not more fainted. I mean, you cocoa.
Presidential staff are manning me.
You said word in you can be before.
Dr. Bernard Okoe Boye, you have the floor.
Mr. Missy, with all
due respect.
And you want due respect to me. All the start like a can of one. There be Missy only sa word.
Nana Yaa Juntuah. You don't tell him what to say.
Obi me see enye. Me asantini ukacho obi se enye wa mo
let me decide that. Let me decide. Manefa na no nsi me. Doc to aso man.
Ade ba kwa eye amere ho e was some politician say my sister na say.
Yes.
Oh ka jebi asem no. Sebi o kana sem so ya sebi o nya ni papo.
Na wunim no. Wunim JB.
Wo de JB de ono ne bodwe.
Yes.
Man kasa nwe.
Me didi na tem.
Is he
the okay.
Me didi na tem.
Ena menim so say oye Kristo ni. Yesu Kristo onim ebi a wo free kra. Otutu say oye nipa na so. O kan JB asem. O kan no metina odi na metie o.
Me history from posterity.
Yeah, kan wo kra say just you rubbish them.
Ya ma me history na me no kasa no.
Oh, so the point I want to make is say na also oye akanin so kasa.
Yes, kasa.
Now see how they oye too much. Many.
You be catch me say me no be face.
They even say in the army say when you see someone saluting a general, it's not the height of the general or his complexion.
Yeah. The position, the rank.
It's the lapel. And this is communication. President Mama is a fine gentleman. Obi, ena Ocean writing, communication literature. The reason why I prefixed that comment, is because when you make the comment alone, say, and you want to a hash. But Obi said, with all due respect to the person, it means that this is someone who is honorable.
Yes.
But I had to say that so that I know that Obi Kosala no Tumana is because there is some greater need. Expectation. People have expectations. But what I say now, Mahu say it's a sad observation. A lot of the NDC MPs and functionaries in this government have become intoxicated with the power they won on January 7th, assuming that it is a tool to mock their opponents and to go after them. Now, I feel sad for most of the people who are like that, because by the time the day is over, no one will say, the entire Ghana for Salamon, no one may see the mark. Look at what happened in Parliament. Oh, Nindam is a persona non grata. What is it? What's his name? Daffy Bakpa is my very good friend. Who's there? What's his name? Secretary. What's the name?
Fifi
Abakase. It was a very bad thing. Say they rushed to present a private member's bill when they had neither consulted the party nor the president himself.
Which one are you talking about?
OSP.
Yes. How can you make such a daring, grave, serious move to undo an office that is supposed to fight corruption without consulting? In fact, they are my good friends, so I'll not even go into the realm of resignation. Anywhere where democracy is being practiced very well, and these people, they will run away. They can't come near the president. I mean, the president is the leader of your party, for Christ's sake. How can you? And it's because, and you see, they present as a private member's bill when you were leaders of the majority caucus. What makes you think you are an independent entity from the party? But you know why I'm saying so? This underlines what I'm saying. Say, some of them have become intoxicated. You see, Obi intoxicated. Adina Afruno. Oh, now to be general can say in Parliament, and the this guy, his office was set up here. We want to teach him. If he goes out, then we will undo it. Using emotions to undo structures instead of reason. Say about what conflict, you are colliding directly with your president and your party. But Obi, the point I want to make is that intoxication here is so strong. Say even ordinary things which should come to them, they can't see it. They asked the gentleman not to step in Parliament. Nindam. And Omuka say, and the clerk, I also feel sorry for him. Jetro is my senior brother. Wrote a letter that the EC should go ahead and do the elections when you know that they've gone to the next level of the court, and it's even at the Supreme Court. Now only the Parliament, and Parliament is a master of his own rules. For how long would we debate this simple thing? Me and Marco Law School 1 year, I've been taught clearly that the three arms of government, it is only one of them that is the hinge. When it speaks, that is final. How come those who finished law 20 years ago, because of intoxication with power, can't see this? They can't say, oh, we are a master of rules. Why wouldn't they go ahead and hold the election the day they set? The Supreme Court said suspend. Have we not suspended?
We have.
Why are we debating this? If today President Dramani Mahama says that all of us should sleep based on an emergency law, and somebody goes to the Supreme Court and the court says that that law or directive is illegal, straight away
it is illegal.
It is illegal. So why are we still arguing? It's because I feel sad. People are using the power instead of to do good things to be going after their opponents. Now, Obi, let me tell you about two or three just three things are gonna afford to Obama President John Mama. Number one is lack of opportunities for the youth. The biggest the chunk, 60% of our voters are in their youth, between 18 to about 49. Although youth is 40, to show that these are people who have energy, who have the willingness to work, but they don't have, either they are underemployed, or are being underpaid cheaply or whatever. This is the biggest chunk of the voters. They have serious expectations. And to aba ma NDC it's not because of NDC MPB na nyansa woni no sebi say na me kan no. It's not something extraordinary you did, but they who voted for you have expectations. Instead of working burning the midnight candle to look at which strategy you put in place, how to roll a particular sector into motion. That's why the last time when I came here, I said one of the things I applauded in the budget was the gold board and the palm oil. Yeah. Because it is a whole cycle and chain where you put in money, get scientists to look at crop, particular crop, look at plantation, find land banks, the market. It is a chain that will give opportunity. These are the things that will make you stay in power. Papa Obaye, you told the ladies that you have a women's bank. Obi, someone said Obaye, you are going to a year. You have 2 more years and then you are an election year. How many weeks? CBG. When they consolidated the other banks to CBG, how long did it take to form CBG? Within weeks. Now your high office is not a year, Juma. You can't also say, work on your campaign, Akache Mba, say, bien bar bank, Amayama Muscadi Juma. You've gone over almost 1 year. No woman knows where to go and get the money. And yet you are going after people. And when they say, you go like, I have all the power. Look at Protozoa, Suhum. Congratulations, Nyamin Kaun. Nyami, and you see, when you don't forgive me, if sometimes now Mudi look on
election petition against him Okofredia High.
Oh, Charlie seat Granamu Semupe. And this is Epe. And then a judge can say, Chese, the man you know wasting comfort and I charge him 200,000 Ghana cedis to pay. Obi. But I was not surprised that Sum Koyesa yet Dr. Baumia consider Epe everywhere I'm free say now. That's what happened in this country. But Ghana but you see what my way mono to trasemini gidi electoral commission cry me breaking over blaze a boom crofo police movie. The point I want to make is that overwhelming number of Ghanaians gave mandate to this government not to come and show people where power lies, but to show them what power can be used for to advance the lives of people, Obi. And there is a big opportunity for them to go and work after things for lives are improving. Now, Usha, and then I can press conference. We are obsessed and consumed with going after people, jailing people. I mean, can't say wrong. But what you time I am spending this 1 year, and then me and my senior brother AG, and I press conference, and they do boy idea, and Obi. Ye the way court Jakpa court esiama BOG governor you Ghana for we bring him anka ye twenu chief on say dey be ana ye press conference on yama anka by now no so be an say where na friend esiama nobody knows, but this man was in court for millions of dollars or cedis aye charging our cost losses when he was deputy governor, this esiama man. But nobody knew why, because we were focused on the state running, how to improve education, how to improve agriculture, how to help with industry, whilst the prosecutors were also doing their job. By then, didn't say, hey, say no, ya chiwe, ya did not to way, and no court, and they want to be, say, oh, share social media, want to be in court, and then I see on freezing account. Just all minor court is going after people. If you get obsessed with going after your adversaries, you can't even help your neighbors. Into be messy, and then you see, kind of finally you throw to the US people. What is? You need the whole country spirit to come together to rally around the flag so that we can fight corruption. Fighting corruption can help to retrieve funds, can help to protect our funds. Corruption can help for us to develop because we make savings. Remember, corruption also, Obi, can help to, in fact, the tools for fighting corruption can be used to fight political opponents, to do political fights. Now, if you are an attorney general, now a case involving central bank, millions of dollars can come to the state. Osi my issue only prosecute. I'm not interested. The next day, nipa na waja no yaye no governor Bank of Ghana. Now the same day no osi wachi another person ono ye shave the cabinet and bibi of Oforata ono who person onjeli no. How can the country spirit rally around the flag when you are letting go of some? A CMS case, not judges are caught through Amayap, they've crossed the stage of there's a case to answer. Is that not it?
Yeah. And he had to open his defense.
Obi, opening your defense means that there's prima facie. Is that not it?
The prosecution has established prima facie, yes.
If we are confident in the judiciary, why didn't we allow you to proceed? Initiate the process. Did we have anything to lose? We could have let him go until he's acquitted. Is that not it? But if he had been convicted, we could have gotten some money back. If you want all of us to rally around you, how can we rally around you with such a behavior? And the only prosecutor. With all due respect to Ayini, as we speak, the monies he paid, Oka says amounts to 3-4 billion. Have you seen documents to that effect? Obi, you are a journalist.
No.
Oh, now with Christ, if you just come and tell us, Obi, the account in billions and carry no court, the entire woman on court, say, show us the evidence. Where are the properties that are equivalent to that? Okoe Yoko say na sebi o omuso mama 100,000 bekra omupe they want to the surveyor to yes Obi. And the point I mean say it's good to fight corruption. It's okay to try and prosecute people, but let those who prosecute do their prosecution. Once to focus on the bigger things also. And I can say the name Tamakul or no the Nenya Fena start open defense.
She's been convicted and sentenced.
This is what kind of judgment of said Tamakul Obesu. What the judge wrote. How those who were given opportunity to serve us, the omo ye no said ye Ghana no ye ni eja enema. It's in the judgment oh. 1 year.
Okasache pa mani owi also benya the same time. Oba ni introductory remana ye kakra bi.
Agenda setting.
Mema at the same time. Oi.
Unim time abo.
Don't worry. Me na me tie adwam.
Agenda setting.
Na ya me breaking the flow man.
Only flow bia wo ye. We
oba kama on ni akoma si da.
That about 7 na won mu jara.
We odo ebro so ema je e na ama say odo ebro so. Awa is odo
wa je mo kra ja. Ono go ko ne pepe.
Be ba mi mo je.
There be some so na mu di days mu ne kasa rough. And they am mpini o.
Yes.
John Dramani Mama is a fine man. Nobody, there's nothing to gain in going after his person. It's just about the outputs, the governance. He's a fine man. Now me, I've said it all the time. Obia ni we see the achievements. Esuche mi papa no. I'm careful to speak about them in a bad manner. My father was a typist. So,
stenographer.
A stenographer. Obia Sebi, with all due respect, what called the name achieving one call university. I'm careful because I know that it takes a lot to achieve some things. Former president, now president, no. It's only about the issues. I'm in politics to see how to challenge my colleagues so that we can make the world a better place for others. So when I'm speaking here, when I said I could have said all I want is that it's not about a personal thing. People are voting for you because they have expectations of you. Now, if you deliver, they are happy with you. If you don't, they are not happy. And you see, we must learn from not far history, but just recent. When Ghanaians voted against JM in 2016, if they hated him, would they have brought him to yes, so it was never about his person. It was about the expectations of the time. It was about the disappointments of the time. It was about what people wished. So it's the same today. Now, people should learn from that. That when they deny someone of presidency, it doesn't mean the fellow is hated. It only means that the times and the expectations is not in your favor. And there are many opportunities that this government have. Look, I was just chatting with a friend me dey know me mate be doctor be and I can say the $1.2 billion that this government wants us to invest in the next 3-4 years to get 6 aircrafts machines. If, and I'm not saying president is not driven by compassion for people, but if those around the table there are more voices like mine, I can challenge and tell the president, say, President, let's use this 1.2 billion to set up an aviation, Ghana Air or Ghana Airways, where we own 45% shareholding. I don't want us to be the majority. Majority shareholding is what makes state-owned companies fail.
Yeah.
Let's get a partner who will bring a 55, so that it will carry the nation's flag, but will not misbehave by
its management.
Exactly. And then Obi, the chain of jobs that will create in Ghana for our youth, for those in catering, and at the same time, our VIPs who have to travel, including president, can fly on these aircraft where there is an invoice written for every VIP minister who flies, and then instead of they paying us dividend during the year, at the end of the year, if $1 million or something, if your tickets,
the offset is
this is the bigger thinking and challenge that we have to engage ourselves in. The point I'm making is that your resources are limited. What can you do to address the biggest question now in Ghana? Youth unemployment. That's number one. The next big challenge, you have Obi, a lot of our women looking for just some few funds so that they can set up their businesses or they can strengthen their businesses. The question is that, would you consider putting 2.5 billion into the women's bank? And remember, 2.5 billion can do both the seed capital, money for distribution, and offices. Would you put 2.5 billion into setting the women's bank to be functional now, or you use it as the initial payment for purchase of 6 aircrafts? 2.5 billion Ghana cedis. It's in the budget.
You said dollars.
No. All. So let me explain. Obi, in the budget for 2026, the initial payment we are doing for retooling the Air Force is 2.5 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Then in 2027, we will pay the next amount, which is 3.5 billion Ghana cedis. 2028, about 3.6. By 2029, we would have paid about 13 billion, which is equivalent to $1.2
billion. Yes.
So
it's not now. It's
over 4 years.
Over 4 years. Yes. But my point is that the 2.5 billion, which you are allocating for the initial payment, can unravel and immediately set up the chain for the women. The question is that versus the routine, which one do we go for? Uba Nawaye. So all I'm saying is that those in power today should remember that Ghanaians voted for them so that they will have the comfort and the peace of mind in parliament, not the 137 have. That comfort is to enable them to quickly push things that will create opportunities and make people's lives better. They should not be mistaken to use it to go and to show their enemies or adversaries where power lies. That will not make you sustain the goodwill that you have.
Very well.
Obi.
Nana Bremwe.
Obi,
yes.
You see, Okoe Boye Kasa Bebre, we have institutions that deal with corruption.
Yes.
They deal with suspected corrupt activities. So if for any reason some investigation and I who say Bibi say no, what is wrong? Say the institutions will what? Investigate it. That does not mean so be the power HSUB. But you, Okoe, you see, you were sitting on your Eiffel Tower in 2017. You were sitting on your ivory tower so you don't even know what went on. People were just taken to BNI Yoko. Obu Okwampa be BNI. So town will be a new. But me pacho, His Excellency Mahama being who he is making institutions work. Have you ever seen him interfere in any investigations? He has allowed the institutions to work, whilst he's also concentrating on what he has to do. Ebema Ghana for what home. Yaye Nema Baby interventions, a women's bank, a war, Mema say, vice president. Otimase, Enchebia, a one because Bibia Baye Bia Shaya, Mona Moya dear na more rashi. One district, one factor agenda, one with the giddy and ye juma. Otimase, yen dear Persia ye jumano. Send a baye sustainable na outlive His Excellency Mahama. A baye a policy, a baye an interventioner. ebe boa Ghana for ma ne Ghana for so wo yiri timi ya eboa wo ya kohoma efie edwo oti dem michi inti no mo Okoe Boye ntra anka se asif se ye nye hwe asif se adwuma bia nko so hwe Okoe Boye ka se arrogance of power ya de mmoa e advice or dey ma but the fact say da fia mepo edi sa private members bill no call oni ye friend leader eno no nkyere se o ma ye boni impacho gay bill no hanom na de call ye
and so MPs 8
and what is wrong said that fear me possible betimi di bia call on OSP inkofo bi ntwo petition against OSP yanke kan sem bebre
but your can is also position on that same bill
and on the chese wo ye
then consultation cost we bia
me patron na chese ye government independence or sa government obi anhye obi so
okay
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama hwekra se ono ne panyimu ne ne position we otimi ka kire wo mo se mesra mo munyai ayi bill na amode akọ na yenka ho asem wa kase otia wo mo ose mudi we akọ ade amaye no monto mobo asema panyimu waka no ba mpese me who say private members bill on sa gay bill enye ayi na de koye ye friend say sofi
it's a first one they no mo 8 that's
some George nyina ka ho
but recent one we did
let me cut those days
I know yes
then your private members yes, so what is the difference and they da fia me po onye MP bio
or MP
did you benti no won timi mfa we nkoso feel say oye onye na capacity as chief whip and no abeka say arrogance of power oye na capacity as a private individual. And as also understand this, see a cast separation of powers, the legislature, the executive, and your friend is saying the judiciary, they are separate. They are supposed to be separate. And nothing I mean, say I have an issue with MPs being ministers. That is one thing that made me feel. I made me personally say MPs being ministers because in that case, no separation of powers, no, and you're very clear.
Line is not a blade.
Line not a blade, kakra. It is a work as the fear me put the bibiakwa in the right as the legislature private because a work parliament and your president choose one leaders ma one man the town or ma twaba no me even the speaker now obedi almost our year the third in this country no otima say wobo twaba and omudi or the second no omo twaba no omudi yi the executive the legislature the judiciary. There's nothing wrong with that fear mepo feel say office of the special that is why he didn't go in his capacity as a member of the party as your friend is saying a chief report as a private member which is allowed say okoka bibi about Trump and no nim the echo so America form pearl bar say yankee real Oba black woman I didn't call here under the Democratic Party no was not attractive. Biden be who said our health issues. Ultimately, you cannot also tell me say dear Trump ye be no wompe. Trump is a very humane human being. And I believe it as a businessman no cry we using crofwa ye adwuma mana wo munya America for. But obi ruling country there were other people so omo ho a omutimi influence. E dey na chese de wo ye na ebi no mpe. E dey na chese obi ani nyi ho. I mean typically me dey bia me ka say I don't see why people should fret when Trump says me mami kuro. Because obi a woni kuro mo. And ye wa resources. E chen wo mo mpo. Why don't we do your kuro no Africa? Yenye ni ye ni entna ha. Because almost omo backro omo person omo beko. Ghana say ntontom na pam wo mo. Oko South Africa in spite of everything they are still there. What did they meet into Okoe Boye cannot compare Trump to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And as I said, baby, I said, Dano, yeah, they too. Yes, there are expectations, but His Excellency Mahama is doing everything possible. Shankamomu ye bibi papa maya. And Nankamo create enough and adequate jobs. And then you say government is the continuum. Directive principles of state policy. Ultimately, obi ba bibi o hobia na say yesu ye den ye de to aso. Anka mu ye adwuma na mu dure certain foundation. And anka Excellency Mahama ba beto aso anka nye ne si ye bri. Adwuma say na mu create ye madwuma nya na ye nakob madan ni hu border. E friend say nakob. Napco. Eno nko ana na mu si mo ka jobs a mo se ye no. But Excellency Mahama wants consistency or sustainability. Instead of 24-hour economy, a demra etechri. Framework ni nyina ready. By next year, no be hu niema be start akoso. Because they say na fefe.
Oh, 24-hour economy.
24-hour economy ebeba so, Women's Bank ebeba so, adwuma wura ayi nkokon ketenkete mi se my leading grofo bebra mo makome kura mi koye bi first no mo se mi anya bibia but se wa makwan Farmers Day no se na point is nyina nko into agriculture
o ma pa se nkokon no mo amujije
yes
o amunyi nkokon ni
there was obi enko agri o na okoso opebia obenya bi yes ye enko into agri former minister dey also anu ayo hu goro boy bi sa obi hu former minister obi hu bia wujira ye fairness former minister wa yo hu goro boy o ne nam ho o ti ase agri kri nyina be komu bi mi bi se me
kakra me bi say na
Debi okoti mi ye no hu bibia ne mani nyi ho former minister
obi akoko no kwa nyi ye o akoko small wa na we
okuta credentials pa so anu aye no ho style bi minim say position na wo penu nti o se die yin no ke kansem bi o ho sa nti no okwasem a wo ka mu nka mu ye ni ye a anka wo build good foundation na nko bi so ababa beto aso enye sa wo ba ye die na aye o eda form tra niema mo kan nyina Ghana without aid otima se so ni ejina ba bi je bosia when I call IMF me I never thought to say NPP be call IMF with all the confidence that Daniel had in Nanado. I never thought ye can mo se me enka mo se 2016 His Excellency Mahama Elusi gumbe amode born wo krom ha obi nsem aka NPP for kafa papa yi ho propaganda kase me se dan me shi obi na me ni din komo ke kansem bi na me se mu enyampa wo se ma ye de agidi o ene ne ehu se enyampa o ti da me chiro mu bonu hu gumbe na na de bonu se gumbe ni bi anko be survive and this gumbe ana mo bon eye personal it's not even about najuma personal ke kansem hu fa ne ho okay me nsem ni bo ha me hwedi anam timu se enyampa I didn't want to wade into it. Instead of one nyampa, omo kan ya. The personality, everything we ye near my time. I'm the year no 2016. Just because mo per power. And I'm kwa mo buy ye kwa me mentiase. Esenzi Mahama wo krokro mo pa. Wonye mo basa kro ntoto mase. Wonde mo ye kama. Oti ase ye ko na kunadu ayese me makọ ayi a obi makọ ayi a His Excellency Mahama baby a no tekra na ya areho iti men say I'm telling you me ndwamenu former president no onka so ba no abetina hodin ye ko na kunadu ayi mu ni nyina mo mpanyimfo ni nyane na 30 days so
na iti men say na on 30 days ne so bi
baby e de na kohye me sembo me pese meka Web Nanado Tinenchen. Other government officials here raising days in almost so. Wow, the former government officials. What am I say? You cry me cotton and chenkra who piame acting chairman.
Acting chairman of the
MPP.
Chairman Buti.
Aye, piame me down. Pussy.
And why are ye?
I don't know do a year. Madam Catcher. Yes, when Timmy Crank say, excuse me, piam and coyet yam and so that never person my casa because I'm raho. Namin ye wound to me raho. I'm person my casa. Come use my piano be because me dear me fancy and binche. May your bar may your bar was so to me respect me. What won't me? Me one enemy will come away who me and you hear space.
Yaa Juntuah.
Me am catcher.
Na Chairman Buti so dey.
Aha. Inti no. Am say dey be na to proposal.
Say NDC candidate no wo su home no. Challenge elections no through an election petition or high court.
So
and the court na bo ato.
Okay, say na tie na inti dey make person chen say. Asam o kan obi anya deli ohwe. One what deliberate attempt is what dey obi court. And some also can see a quack yi in Crophobia summer free court. 8 years would you be in a court? If you're watching,
that's what court and I was saying.
As someone making into assembly or when fear watching. Wo de akwa jan akwa 2017 to 2024. One for now, one can asem. And think I no evidence na wo ho san ka abon to na ekọ.
Sir, who your prosecutioner? What you do is say you establish your case against the
I am saying say 8 years who to be establish case.
Hold on. Who we are? The court will then come in and tell the accused to open his or her
OBA 2017.
At that point, as accused, then so has some right to ventilate.
Monsieur,
me the applications.
Asem person bisa on say oh about 2017 and 2024 go this 7 ga pass we own sense you ma wono. 2017 ye do omo court. Be sin asem bi wo ho anko ma hu. Asem wo ho asan ko mu hu ye
yen kanesa na
ye kanesa na ye kanesa obi da bi ya na wo pese mo bo aye na so bo se na wakoyi case e na wakoyi sei asem wo onye aye na onye lawyer ni aye na ye lawyer ni kese pa
senior lawyer
asem na okay
anti years at the bar.
Yes, only Auntie Marietta na ye adwuma Marietta Brew, one of the brilliant female lawyers ayewo two person wo kire me say asem na enye no still a wo mbeka se ye nyam enye anko mbeka se ye nyam da bia ma mo nka bibisa mo kasa na chese mu didi ni patam because e chese nipa na ote ho no nim de oye obi unim se ne law sitie.
But President Mama Nkasa can say one of the reasons why he was not in support of scrapping OSP he say an AG
OSP assembly
President Mama say an attorney general is usually appointed by a political leader and is usually part of the government.
Yes.
And so he's normally disabled unto me and prosecuting your own.
Yes.
And that's one of the reasons why the OSP was formed. This is President Mama giving background. Okay. So you should know that despite brilliance notwithstanding, some of these decisions are political and sometimes might be taken if you are above him.
Me say and two person above him pay sense Muhammad ono wa contradict ono kuro ya say ayen here OSP support
above him
na chest enti aye hwan
the party
a cabinet here President Mahama one a chair cabinet
on the chair
into cabinet for betimi
at take autocratic decision.
But that is what I'm saying cuz above him cabinet is a lateral relationship. To say President Mahama no be mu na be yesoro.
Yes.
This cuz above him and you are also contradicting what was na wo kan.
Say start charge NDC bi na ye me to Adabaka na say dun ketia na executive say we yan China. Obi say every mo aba wan say kaso.
Be am kon sa ma me ko ba mu fa general ma we.
Yoko ade no un say obi a throw for update on Yoko.
Yeah, on any referral of national organizer and vice chair.
Na go say.
Say the national organizer abangane ekoma Yoko say Yoko
I am investigate o mu dey na my
age member update on where
I just obey Obama update I don't know my update I don't me lawyer ni me line wo be foforo o ka go frame me
energy control
I ka say public utilities ni energy I me mouth is here
enti
asema
no I was critical
asema person me kira wo ni say say asem wo court ne say ehun winsunsanso wo ho ne ehun ewo fapema.
Yes.
Ag be ye ho adwuma.
Okay.
Asem OSP asem a ye ken. Dan ye nya agree wo ha say ye ntimi and dichotomize the person the SP from the OSP.
Okay.
Em say ho na His Excellency Mahama efriba. Say ye betimi a dichotomize ye betimi ate OSP no efri SP no.
Okay.
Because SP no den se me kokoso ne ade nyina bia nkofo fili say ontimi nya na adwuma. Ina me so me kan say ontimi nya na adwuma yi a enye ono nko a first one also had issues, second one anya issues, so we need to look at that office critically. Again. Because ontimi fa ma mienu a waware wo mo wo ware wo mo a wo mienu nyina anwo nti na ye hwan problem.
Wow.
That is the point. So let's look at it. What systemic issue na wo kwa Emma OSP for intimi performing. That is all. These are two brilliant lawyers. It's not as if some way for two brilliant lawyers. Into dear Ben na wa Emma perform, and we need to look at it. But me near yinya poyi dase dafia mepo dear dafia mepo is a very humble, nice person. But in his legal mind, no. Leader, madam for. Yes, leader has been my friend. Leader, madam for over 30 years.
Mahama Yare.
Yes, and I know him. He's straight, and there should be a reason. It's just something. Anka from Obaha. Oh, my me must. I didn't be a person who thought to me no come.
Look, Ayariga, Jafeko, they are all fantastic guys. But there are times you make some blunders. You admit and move on. How can you take serious decisions like this without reference to your boss?
Who is his? His boss is the speaker.
He sits in parliament.
He sits in cabinet.
It does not matter.
Majority leader. Leader of government business.
Mami, this was where the cabinet members they can say, now.
No, I won't say cabinet.
Correct. Obi.
Cabinet.
Asama by fa cabinet.
Asama not the call cabinet.
Manema information.
Me
you are not privy to.
Cabinet
a big deal. Now, President, I invite you to our cabinet.
Me person
Obi, you call cabinet. You see, you call cabinet. Omo nkoye no ntie. Obi, omo njento kwa.
E dey chese obi mi
bodi.
Na me kwa be dey wo. Ba be ka chi.
When you obi o twem achia o, me kan ya etina.
Na wo
Me bodi. Obi, cabinet after ministers no omo briefings ya go through no. Usually the last item before we leave. Happenings from parliament.
Okay.
And this is presented by the majority leader. So the majority is an integral part. And you know why?
Asema make bacho. Cabinet asem nipa na yard and we on the floor of the house. Ultimately, you see, you are mixing things.
A bill to repeal OSP Act. Such a monumental.
Petition as well. And it's a monumental. So, OSP.
It is monumental.
That is the point. So I'm saying, sir, on the parliamentary business, is different from more government business.
Okay.
On you leader maintains will be a friend leader in government business.
Yeah, a leader of government business.
But I am saying so. Or parliament. No, it's that's how did the president know? Because maybe he went to cabinet to go and report on the matter. Do you get me?
Yes.
And then maybe President Zeka said, "Bacho and Kabato Bokakra Mamia and Kamepe." Are you telling me, says or cabinet in Tino, the independence of the legislature is compromised?
No.
Yes, you need to pick the balance very well because that is why he was able to do that. The independence of the legislature is not compromised. Or cabinet, but the independence of the legislature is, and you are not. I don't think, sir, when briefing the caucus. By all means, there was some kind of consultation within parliament. And there are things that are parliamentary. There are things that are government. And you need to really break that dichotomy.
Very well. Very well. One kasana in principle, pay OSP office. No?
Who's that?
In principle.
There be the iron mentias. There be on say.
So proper.
First one they buy no problem. Second one also buy no problem. A year friends can offer ya tie the eye. Not one hene.
Then the press briefing AG went to
let me mention
AG said after formally the extradition request.
And the first net on mood that die. No OSP that die. As always is what the corner
extradition cannot be done by the OSP. The central body is the Attorney General's department. The AG and the bit may initiate extradition. No other person can. It is
because me never be a question. Be say America for penny pay free. Quickly near the court.
Something we are officially
America, Ghana for this American embassy almost say it takes time.
Because again, now the US judicial system would have to decide. But that will be done through Bewaken and so are right. And he may have lawyers to fight the extradition.
Oh, they have bridge lawyers. Hey, near say Oscar. A project lawyer they say $1 million
so our businesses.
A business is buying. You know they okay.
Our businesses and also try to fight the extradition.
Oh, put himself beside me question. That's my last year maker.
Yeah.
Last week, who beside me say me before His Excellency John Mahama third term.
Yes, the third term.
Me no as me say what can one say. Media me imagine you be adjourn say this is not a constitutional matter.
And what is it?
Because you see. Oh yes, a constitutional matter. Next, also some constitution now, man. You be at them.
Yes.
So this is now we konye kunya kakai bi not here so 3 times 12 years. When yenye ni papa. People have said it, but for us, it is not a priority. But me imagine say when you want to do this is a referendum.
Yes.
If it is
but
coming,
even a referendum is still a constitutional matter.
No, but you will not change the constitution.
Obviously.
Due to me, it is a referendum
to take a decision
whether. Then the Supreme Court would then come in.
There are two routes. I mean, there's the
interpretation
referendum route and the interpretation bit.
Yes, that's so.
From Kasa people want to use the interpretation bit.
So that's so we break here. Then there's also the referendum bit.
Absolutely.
But for now, nobody media. I don't think he on Kasa say. Yeah, but when the pressure comes, we don't know. But for me. What we are thinking about is what will make the life of the Ghanaian better
in the next
3 years. And that is the most important thing, to change the trajectory of events. This country has been battered so badly for the past 8 years, and we need to make it stand.
Martin and I am Dr. Bernard Okoe Boye. Medase monsono enyabo said okay betimi asori upon right
obi na say yes sister na ya kasa yi na Christmas on my hwe ba o se obia ani agi
ebeba
wa kasa by the end mama mfa ni je nchiate fo na minda production team ni sasi early jubilee house for
jubilee house presidential.
So I've told you several times say MPP for the Umbetine TV new radio so propaganda and sema any no quarese atrai any no quarese and omoye because they don't know what they're doing. Omunim di omoye. They don't know exactly what they're doing. Omunim di omoye. Enti di Umbetine radio so and sema enya echese ensema emfa sebi buru sebi nyado enkabu mima kwa. You gave you people 8 good years in this country. Your mama 8 good years. Senka munye de mfanshishe Ghana. But unfortunately no mwantimi. And they are sebi MPP and this for better so for just a year 11 months pay. Omo ye niema so a moti nchen and amokasa moti nchen na moto to bo ba park ni so. And it is sad